Combination exercises like a squat to press or like a reverse lunge and a bicep curl are great ways to use multiple muscle groups and to raise your heart rate while using minimal equipment. However, when it comes to building muscle, combination moves aren't going to cut it. If our goal is to build muscle, we have to lift with an appropriate weight selection that's truly going to fatigue our muscle to see the change we want to see, aka muscle growth. Muscle can't grow if the load we're asking it to lift isn't heavy enough to force that change. So while it might feel really amazing and accomplished to finish a workout where your heart rate was just through the roof and you sweat so much, when it comes to building muscle, it doesn't matter how much sweat you produce, it doesn't matter how many calories you burn during that workout. What matters is, did we lift at a volume with an appropriate intensity level, aka a weight selection, that is going to stimulate muscle growth and recruit your muscles to change? So when we're talking about a combination exercise, like a reverse lunge and curl, our legs are some of the biggest muscle groups in our body, whereas our biceps are some of the smallest muscle groups in our body. That means it's gonna take a lot more weight to fatigue my legs compared to not needing to use as much weight to fatigue my biceps. So if you're doing combination exercises to cut down on your overall time spent exercising, I would suggest separating those muscle groups using a weight that's going to actually fatigue those muscles you're working and turn those two exercises into a superset. You're gonna get more out of that lift if you separate those two exercises and choose a weight that's challenging relative to the muscle group you're using. Separating the exercises, using an appropriate weight selection for the muscle groups you're working, and turning it into a superset rather than a combination exercise is going to make sure that you're getting the most out of your lifts because you're properly fatiguing that muscle group. When one muscle group is resting from the set you just did, you're already moving on to that secondary muscle group. All exercise has value, but not all exercise is created equal. If your goal is to build muscle, we need to lift with an appropriate weight selection to force your muscles to respond to that external load. Let me know what part of this video was helpful for you in the comments.